Today we are going to take you inside the machine, understanding computer hardware. Welcome to Tech Talk Simplified, a show where we break down complex tech into simple everyday language. My name is Pietro Carletto Bonaldi.
And I am Asebigo Ayedina. Today we are going to talk about the importance or components of the hardware computer.
Alright, so computer hardware comprises of all the physical components of a computer that can be seen and then touched.
Input devices are used to send data into the computer. For example, keyboard, mouse, and webcam.
Yeah, so what my friend just said are some of the categories of hardware devices. So we have the input devices, we have output devices, we have the processing hardware, and then we also have what? The storage data. So let us take you inside the computer and then let's see what is also there as well.
At the center of everything is the motherboard.
Yeah, so then we have the CPU, of course, which is called the brain of the computer. The CPU actually carries out a lot of work, right?
Well, don't forget about the RAM, which acts as short-term memory. It holds programs that are currently running.
Yeah, and then there's also the GPU. That's what is actually helps us to, see everything on our screen. So, meaning the images that we see on our screen, the GPU is what helps us to actually see it very clearly. Yeah.
Powering all of this is the PSU, which is the power supply unit, which converts electricity into usual power.
Yeah, and of course, there is the cooling systems as well. So you see, the cooling systems helps to prevent overheating, and then also there is a case which houses all the inside of the computer and protects it from damage. Now let's explain the CPU.
The CPU is also known as the central processing unit, which is the brain of the computer.
Yeah, so as my friend said, it is the brain of the computer, but then the CPU contains different cores, right? So it has a mini processor that handles multiple tasks at once. It's very powerful.
Okay, it has something called the cache memory, which is super fast and helps the CPU access frequently used data quickly.
Oh yeah, that is very true. Also, the CPU has an inbuilt memory controller that manages the communications between the CPU and the RAM.
Well, RAM as a storage device.
Okay.
RAM is a temporal memory. Once the computer turns off, everything is erased.
Okay, so you are trying to say that whenever I run a program and then I turn off the computer,
exactly,
it goes off.
If you're using your computer and there's power off or there's a power cut, definitely everything on the computer goes
off. Yeah, that's true. Now, apart from the RAM, we have the storage device itself, which stores information permanently. Okay, so your files stay there even when the computer is off. So we have the SSDs and then the HDDs. But then a lot of people prefer the SSDs to the HDD because the SSDs are faster and then the HDD is a little bit slower. All right.
Let's go back to input devices for a second. A keyboard, for example, converts keys into digital signals.
Yeah, and then the mouse uses sensors to detect movement and then also send data into the computer. So meaning without the mouse you can't actually control certain things on your computer.
Yeah. Bro, do you know webcams capture light and turns it into video data?
Of course, the webcam does that as well. It's very interesting. And then output devices explain. So let's look at some output devices. So monitors display technology like LCDs and then OLED technology. And then printers also create physical copies of digital files as well. Now, what speakers does is they convert digital signals into waves, right? Yes, using vibrations.
Now, do we or can we agree that computer is more like Gigo, garbage in, garbage out? Whatever you input into the computer is the same thing that comes out.
Yes, that's okay. Right. Now, why does cooling matter? Like, a lot of people think cooling doesn't matter, but do you know why cooling matters?
Well, I'm here to know.
All right. So Yes, computers generate a lot of heat. Like let's say when you are playing games or when you are running an application, it generates a lot of heat, especially the CPU. So meaning without the cooling system, a lot of components in the computer can overheat and then damage your computer. So that is why we use the
Yeah,
fans,
fans, heatings.
yeah, the heat thermals, and then to keep the temperature under control.
Oh, okay. So to wrap it all up, hardware is the physical foundation of computer.
Okay, so meaning each component has a specific role, but they all work together to make our computers function.
So at this moment, I can say without hardware, software wouldn't run, and without software, hardware wouldn't just also run.
Yes, so it creates a perfect balance. So that is all for today on our Tech Talk 25. We hope you have a clear understanding of computer hardware.